I started recording. Fuck off. What? Oh, Matsu need to sell it. Just. So. Previously on. What the fuck is that? It's a
Jay, are
music in the
you
background.
recording?
Yes.
Good.
Previously in Secrets
You
of
have
the
the
Vermilion
camera lens
Depths.
off.
Sorry?
You have the camera lens off.
I like how every time
He's
he's about to
cutting
start,
out. I
someone
have no
interrupts
idea.
him.
Alright, everyone shut up and let him do the intro.
Previously on Secrets of the Vermilion Depths, Second Birth, the adventurers in question have found themselves further and further deep into this dungeon that they were commissioned in some missionary work to explore and figure out its secrets. Upon their further exploration of it, they have come upon all manner of challenges, and some that seem to be principal and central to the way that these ruins work seem to be these brazier-like structures that, upon being lit at the communion of all 5 of the characters, a trial starts. They have already finished the trial of yellow. They have come by a brazier of blue, a brazier of indigo, and now they found themselves starting the trial of red, which they believe to be the right order. A lot of stuff happened in between each one of them, the characters, as they found themselves jumped into some sort of pseudo dimension of their own, each with their individual daydream, nightmare, whatever they may call it, with images of their loved ones that they felt they needed to protect. And within this conflict, 2 have already come out victorious. Firstly, Vile, and secondly, Darian, finishing their trial before everyone else. And now we find ourselves waiting to see what will happen and how the other 3 will overcome their trials. And so, the way that we are going to do this, I am currently unsure. I am very likely to just deafen the other 2, and I will be going back and forth as you, Vile and Darian, can still do things on the outside. It will just be very fast-paced, and there won't be much time now that you have already finished your trials. So let's start there, and then we'll go back into the trials. As Vile, you being the first, you have now found yourself on your knees on the ground in front of the brazier, sweating. There is tears flowing down your face.
I will pull down my mask or my bandana from my face, and I'll look around. Is Darian awake right now with me, or is it just me?
It takes about around 6, 7, 8, 10 seconds. You're not completely sure, as you're also gathering your bearings as well, for you to realize and hear the noise of his shield falling to the ground as he also gets down on one knee.
As I'm like wiping the tears off, I would like to look around for a pebble or a rock.
There is debris all over the place here, so there's definitely pebbles in the ground.
I'll pick one up and toss it at him.
I don't think it needs an attack roll. It hits you on the chest, Darren, as you have just come to. It's just a very tiny pebble, hits you on the chest and bounces off and falls to the ground, as you notice, now that you've gathered your bearing. get your bearing, you look to the other side of the brazier and you see Vile sitting in the ground, looking at you.
Well, good morning to you too.
I knew you could take it, big wuss. What happened for you?
It's rather personal.
He did not take that answer well.
Apparently, shit.
When do you think the others will wake?
I don't know. I mean, considering I think we're the strongest and most adept fighters of the group, maybe a while.
What should we do until they wake then? Should we just... guess... can I...
You got cards? Dice?
Yeah, do we have anything? Do we have any, like... we bring any games with us? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you did. But it is.
Lila's got the dragon chest set.
But it is that around this moment you take a second to look around and see it. Your companions, as they have their hands seemingly glued to the brazier, and their head is thrown back as their eyes is rolled back as well. And we roll back in to Patui.
Yes.
So, last session, you remember how you ended up. Let me deafen both Darian and Vile.
Wait, hold up. Let me just drag to the other channel.
Oh, yep. Go ahead.
Yeah. I can't drag. I don't have the ability.
Alright,
Make me a mod in here, you son of a bitch.
But I'll do that after stream. Which one do you want to go
Goodbye.
to? Chitty Chatty?
Afka.
Afka. Alright. They're gone.
Did I
And
be privy to this?
I will server deafen you because you should still be here.
Okay.
Alright. Patui.
Yeah.
Show me what you got. What do you wish to do?
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sit here and just watch the trials.
Mm-hmm.
What I will do is I will prepare the dodge action. I'll watch, but I'll be on my toes. So if something comes to attack me, I'll be ready to fucking dip, or not dip, but dodge.
All right. Kulu didn't realize that AFK was muted.
To be fair, you'd think that shh is the muted one.
I mean, AFK is an extra one for muted. Shoot, I can put music on either way.
Actually, I would like to try something now about this.
Yes.
Not taking the dodge action. I would like to spend the wild shape to summon familiar.
Okay. What familiar are you summoning?
I am going to summon what you call it? What kind of bird would be home in Long Time? Native to Long Time.
There's always the very famously known vermilion birds. In Long Kai, at least.
Okay, so I'm just gonna send one of those birds. I'm gonna try to tell him to go through towards. I think since Vile's one will be closer, Vile's, or sorry, not Vile, Lila's screen, I guess would technically be the right term.
Okay. That works. Alright, so you wish to attempt to push it through this illusion-like magic in front of you to see if you can pass it through it? Alright.
Yes.
Give me a charisma check with advantage.
Did it go down? What happened to the dice?
Oh, it's in the middle of it. Here. There you go. Take. Oh, it fell off in the back. You good there? Hold on.
You somehow fixed the force field, but it screwed my force field up.
Here, like that.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, my hands are
So,
cursed, so
if I
yeah.
can- if I can-
What is going on with your...
What the fuck?
Hold on. Let me...
Well, with advantage. Okay.
Yeah, roll it twice.
What did
Hold on. There. Why is it so far away from your hand? There. Oh, no. Go back out. Go. There you go. 2 9s. Big oofs.
what is it? 10?
What is it total?
10?
It wasn't a very hard DC, but it was still not that easy. So, this is less of a whether you can or cannot, because of the nature of the room that you're in currently. It is not something that will be impossible to do because you rolled badly, but it will take your next turn to send it through. But you do feel like it's actually working. It'll just take 2 turns now.
Fine by me. I'll pass turn.
All right, very good. Lila.
Alright. This man's a asshole.
Yeah.
Also, ow. Like, holy fuck, ow.
Yeah,
we're
sorry
gonna
about
pump
that.
a Good old. You're not, but that's okay. We're gonna pump a cure wounds into myself. Cause, ow.
Pretty sure I crit you last time, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah.
Right after I told him he shouldn't have fucked something up. That's a good one. That's 12 HP back. Me. Love having fat. Oh, what the fuck? That was weird.
There's a donut. Yeah, there is a donut.
Oh, there we go. I figured it out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I had, I had like a line lined up,
Nice.
for like saving my parents. Completely fucking forgot what it was, Got so distracted putting donuts on the plate. Fuck. I think I just wanted to. I remember what it was. I wanted to look at my parents, who had mostly come to terms with what was going on with me, and I just wanted to say to them, it's not your fault, right? This isn't your fault.
Music is a little low. Sorry. Let me think. You had made some progress last time, so I would say you turn to them and you say this. They look back at you. You feel like there is understanding in their eyes. There is some manner of understanding there. But give me an insight check. Let's go there.
Insight,
Let's
sure.
do that.
Okay. Unlock that from the table. Seven.
7? Wow, okay.
Not one of my good skills.
Yeah. You know your parents. So it wasn't a very hard DC once again, but yeah, no. Sorry, can't give you 4-7.
That's okay.
They don't seem to say anything. They feel you just see confliction, even though there was understanding to your words. There seems to be a bit of they're taken aback by something, but you're not quite sure what to pinpoint it on. It's very easy to confuse it with other things, considering the situation, so you're not very sure how they're feeling. But yes. Alright. Are you going to do anything else, or is that it?
I mean, that's an action. That's a talk to my parents.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It would be a power move to bonus action quaff a potion.
You can do it.
How many potions do I have? 3?
Something like that. You all bought a lot of potions.
I bought a lot of potions.
Alright, yeah, there you go.
Oh, I have a
am-
question.
Yes?
Does Lila also see that same thing that I saw?
What do you mean by same thing that you saw?
Like
Yeah.
that line?
Yeah.
that-
Yeah. She does see it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm pretty hurt. I'm gonna
Okay.
pop that
Yep.
potion.
Glug glug. Which one is it?
It's just a standard.
Alright. Is that a 4? Or is that a 1?
Well, standard is 2d4 plus
Oh,
2.
it's 2D. Oh, fuck.
That's
Shit.
another fat heal.
Nice. Definite power move. Alright.
Definitely a power move. Definitely worth it. And mark off that potion. There we go.
Panda. So, the further you go into this, you see the image of this person flickering further and further. But ever since you made that first connection when you entered the trial, and you made that first connection with that of which should not be named, you feel like his presence became just as strengthened as yours.
Interesting.
So you sense that it might be a little hard to get rid of him. I guess that's the best way to put it. And so, comes to his turn. He's going to... I can't remember if you're hexed or not.
I was, and then I like mocked him, and I think he lost it because
That's
he did it
possibility.
pretty early on.
Yeah. Alright, he's going to hex you one last time. Give me a saving throw.
Hex doesn't have a save, I don't think. I think it just happens.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I did this last time as well. I always think that hex is a fucking saving throw. It's so broken. Yeah, you're just hexed now. He hexed you, but you see that when he did, he pointed his sword at you, but his eyes were not locked onto you. But now he is going to not even think twice, and he's going to attack your parents. Wait. Let me make sure the music keeps going. Okay, that is going to be... Oh. But it is good enough. It's still a bit low? Alright, let me turn this shit up real quick. That better? Where am I tagging? And natural 18. Alright. That is 6, 10. Alright, you see that he looks at you and he points the sword at you, and you feel the shadow starts to coalesce around you further, but he takes his left sword and swipes at your father first, and he seems to be completely concentrated on this. You see a smile creep across his face as it widens and widens unproportionately, almost splitting his face in half, and his eyes look at you. He's side eyes you with this crazed look. You take half of the damage that is inflicted upon them, so you take 5 points of damage, 2 of which were fire damage. So
4.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be interested in ending you the usual way. Now we go back to Zed.
Rob listening in on this?
Sorry?
I said Robbie listening in on this?
Yeah. No, definitely.
What?
Hey.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh.
Zed,
What? You're suddenly loud. What happened?
what do you do? It is your turn. You're currently grappling this creature with
I believe I gave it the suck.
yep. You definitely gave it the suck.
You know, the problem with entering a situation where you've said, I'm gonna give it the suck, is there's not many places to progress from giving it the suck. So I guess I'm just gonna be like at one of Ash's Pokemon and just do it again, but with more fervor.
Give me a intelligence check.
Just straight up intelligence check.
Yep.
Alright, that's a +5. No proficiency, so.
Once this starts to suck, you gotta finish through.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 17 to suck this
17.
thing down.
Okay, this is fairly new to you, and you're not really sure as how to continue it or even how to control it in the first place. It just happened subconsciously the first time, and now you take a moment to analyze your surroundings, and as you're doing so, you don't realize that it's already happening again. How much was it last time?
What?
Let me see.
2 weeks ago.
Yep. Oh, for some reason it already rolled by itself.
I've got a D6 on here, so it's some kind of D6 thing. If that helps. All I have is a D6 out, other than my D20.
I can't find a specific note that I had for this. I'm going to call it a 4. 4 D6s. I believe it might have been 3, but I'm going to call it a 4 right now. Just to be safe. Roll 4 D6s for me.
6, if you'd like to look for the first one.
Yeah, no, go on. Keep going.
Alright. 5, so 11. 4.
Just go down the numbers. Let's go.
15. And that's a 1, 16.
Alright, 16. 16 is pretty good. Alright.
I mean,
yep. You grab a hold of it, as it is now flailing about, attempting to escape your grasp, and you see its own tendrils start to dry up slowly. That's 16.
okay, so you would say there's an active attempt to run away?
Just to break free, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Because
Because that changes my actions if there's... It seems like it's trying to just... You know.
Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
How would that work? Alright. I my point is I don't know how this would work. So I've got it grappled tightly,
Yes.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not actively wanting to let it go.
Okay.
And I push it with my telekinesis.
That would push it out of your grasp.
Okay, so now.
Alright. Then it...
Because as of right now, I've got the situation under control. I don't need to push her away. So... Seemingly under control to some degree.
Okay. So,
Frenia is available, correct?
yes.
Can I ask Frenia to try and figure out what is allowing me to control this?
Oh, fuck.
Just kind of sit there and pay attention to what's going on?
When you try to contact, Frenia in your mind, all that you can hear from it is...
Huh.
Seems to be concentrated on something else.
All right.
I need you. I'm just gonna make an attack.
At disadvantage, correct?
Because
I'm grappling it.
disadvantage on attacks only works if it's restrained, I believe.
Okay.
Grappled only removes your speed to 0.
Okay.
He thinks.
I don't feel like looking it up to see if it didn't check, so I'm just gonna roll with it. You know what I'm saying? I can. It's not worth it.
Oh, but that is no good either way.
Okay. Yeah, because my AC is 16.
Yeah, that is real bad. And yeah, grappled
13
only,
baseline.
yeah, grapple doesn't give you disadvantage on attacks.
Okay. That's all right. Okay.
Right. It attempts to whip itself at you, but it doesn't seem to be able to get much purchase as you're currently grappling it from closer to the ends of the tendrils and doesn't have much mobility within your grasp. This is all. Is there anything else?
No.
Right. Let me.
Can I just go to the other channel while I wait?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Just drag me down. I don't care if you cut me off.
No problem. Go on. All right. I'm gonna do one more round of you two because they took quite a bit of time on the outside. And then I'll go to Val and Darian. The Tui.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah.
You are continuing your action of pushing it through. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Where would you like it to be?
Right in front of where it comes out of.
It's not the image that you have is not going to be perfect to it. It's not going to be a one-on-one thing, one-to-one thing. So, is there any place that you desire it to come out?
Would I know where the? I guess right when it comes out, I'm just pushing it through. So wherever it comes out at, I want it to stop.
All right. I'm going to say right here then. Alright, comes out.
Okay.
It is currently flying up. What is it that you'd like it to do?
Since I can't do what I want to do with it until next turn,
Mm-hmm.
By the way, it can't go up. It can't go above 5 feet.
Above 5 feet?
Yeah, because I'm using its movement speed, but I can't use its flying speed. If that makes sense.
I see. That is fine.
So it can't fly up, I guess technically.
There you go. It's on the ground. Sorry?
One second. You said that was my main action, right?
Yes.
As a bonus action, I would like. Would you say that Mott's was within 60 feet of me?
You are not sure because of the way that it looks. Sometimes it looks like Lila is, sometimes it doesn't. So it's up to your intuition.
I'm gonna try to use Healing Word as a bonus.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that up.
All right. Did he get stopped?
Sorry?
I think he got stuck. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna pull it out and roll it.
Yeah, D4s don't
I'll
roll
probably just
well
not go
down
through
down the tower.
Two plus spellcasting modifier, which is 3, so 5.
Get 5 points of health, as now you do know, with this little experiment, it doesn't matter where she is in the map, she's always within range.
Oh, yeah.
Knuckles pops out of my bag. Poggers!
You don't have the fucking right.
I've been waiting for that one since last week.
Fuckers. Alright, yeah,
Alright,
that's
I guess
great.
I'll pass my turn after that one.
Alright, perfect turn. Alright,
Alright. I've had 2 weeks to think over possible plans, and I still have no idea if any of them do anything. Okay. I'm about to describe some metaphysical concepts
Mhm.
that mean nothing.
Good, perfect.
And maybe they'll do something, maybe they won't. So I want to okay. I'm gonna give a little explanation for why I think this will work before I just start saying words.
Yeah.
Right? Regardless of its state, regardless of whatever the fuck is going on in my mind right now, this is still a semblance, of course, of my home, and in a way, a seat of power. So what I want to do is I want to try and, as this would be where my family would be relevant and powerful and where his would not,
Mhm.
I want to try and strip him of his power in some way. Like, just try and tune into this entire figment of this trial and try and rob him of whatever power he has here.
Okay.
I know that might make no sense, but I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
I understand. Give me a charisma
Charisma
check.
check. Okay. Remove the 2d4 from over here. Right. Better luck this time than last time.
Fuck. I fucked it, guys. I fucked it.
10. I rolled the exact same number that I did last time.
I rolled a 1.
Let's go.
Okay. Roll me 1d8 times 10.
1d8 times 10.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right. $40.
40. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. You concentrate on the elements of this trial. You concentrate on the aspects of affection against the aspects of rage and war. and you attempt to strip him of his powers, and you're unsure as to what that even means in this context. But power goes both ways, as in you strip someone of their affection, you strip someone of their possibility for anger. And as you do so, you feel a guttural roar come from within that you weren't expecting, that does not seem to be you, and you feel your wings embrace you for a second and then spread out as you let this roar and push him not that far back, push him all the way to the back. Roll me, this would be 1 2 3 4 4d6s.
D6s. Damn, I don't have any D6s out. Bam, 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 bam. Make them my color, because they gotta be, obviously. $17.
17. You take 17 points of bludgeoning damage as he is pushed back onto all of these tree branches and then smacked against the side of the wall with the power of your roar. And you see, as he attempts to gather his bearings and get back up, you see his blade, the flame that now licks up his blade, goes out.
I'm gonna stare him in his stupid fucking eyes. His ugly fucking rat face. Sorry. And I'm going to say, this is Kinvo Sai home. Leave!
As you say that, you feel blood. You feel that taste of iron and you feel blood spew out of your mouth. You take half of those 17 points of damage. But you stand your ground and you stand your conviction. As you feel that power that you stripped away from him, you feel a little stripped away from you too. But you're messing with the fabric of this trial.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of unconventional things in what has effectively been the past 60 seconds.
I like to see. Alright, let me bring the boys in. Oh wait, no, he needs a turn. Forgot about that. He takes his turn still. He gets up from being on one knee. You see that crazed look on his face and that big smile is still there. It never fully went away. Even after this strong demonstration of power, he just seems to be enjoying this. And he just starts walking towards you. I'm going to need... I gotta roll a d6. That is a no-no. I need to make me a DC 15 charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw?
Yep.
I rolled a 15 plus 7.
Oh,
22.
nice. Well, never mind. He starts walking towards you and you see him mouthing some words underneath his breath as he's concentrated on you, and you feel that influence start to infiltrate your mind. But you, after this strong, what is essentially a power move, you feel your will being imposed on the surroundings, and you see that what before was the room getting darker and darker. You see, like, for example, the piano on the side, you see the tiles of the piano start to turn back to life, to go back to what they used to be. The piano starts to rebuild itself. The candelabra that you're standing next to, you see the pieces of glass start to rebuild themselves as you further impose your role upon this area. Darren and Vile.
That's me.
We go back to the both of you. Are you deciding to do anything particular?
Not. I mean, I'll go over and check. Has anybody else woken up?
Nope. Still just two of you. Say that again?
Has the room changed since we came in?
Give me an investigation check.
I'll also help with the investigation.
Either one of you make with advantage or both of you roll.
I'll let him have the advantage because I can't see
Alright.
and can't roll.
Pretty fair. Alright, so my investigation is +2. Let me roll here. Got a 14 and a.
Oh, that was
I don't
almost a
have
16.
eyes on that one. So 14.
Alright, 14. Looking around the room itself, you do see that's since the brazier has been lit, you weren't actually able to look at your surroundings. You were instantly thrown into that different space. But looking around, you see that things are getting more and more destroyed. A piece of the wall, you didn't notice at first because you were still trying to come to, but you see that a piece of the wall just crumbles slowly onto the ground, and that would be over here, where Lila is.
I thought Lila was touching the brazier.
Yeah, I mean behind her on the wall
yeah,
here.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And Patui, looking at Patui currently, he doesn't even seem to be there fully compared to all of the others who are there physically. Patui seems to be this ghostly figure of black and white that you're not even sure how it came to be. With Zed, you see that his arms, they seem to have this ethereal form around them that almost completely encompasses his fingers, and you can barely see that his hand is still touching it, but there is this large tendril that occupies the entirety of his arm, and now touching onto the brazier.
Get monochrome Patui, and then back and forth. I'm like, what has he gotten himself into now?
I don't know, but whatever it is, we can't save him, that's for sure.
You say
Yeah.
that like I was going to save him.
Yeah, well, I'm also saying that as if I was going to. If I could. So. But whatever it is, they can't be in there for long. It looks like this place is falling apart.
I think it's much worse if we could try to hold him away from this, but I think that's a very bad idea. I would like to do a medicine check on Lila.
Alright. Do you go?
I was about to ask, for my own outside curiosity,
Mhm.
how am I looking?
Um,
Because I've done some weird shit in the past 60 seconds.
we're gonna get to that when
Alright,
if you get out.
Oh, but we can't. But can we see anything?
Lila currently for you to, she seems the most normal out of everyone when it comes to her looks currently.
Does she look hurt
Ow.
or anything?
She's sweating a lot, and she does seem to be troubled. But give me that medicine check and I'll give you more.
9.
9. Oof. Yeah, I'd say this is as much with a 9. Yeah, just the profusely sweating that both of you experienced when you came out of your own trials, but nothing more than that. And she already has solid silver eyes, so it's very hard to tell whether her eyes are rolled back or if they're just that same color.
Yeah, that's just how they look, bro.
That's just them.
So what do we do?
I suppose we give him a little bit of time.
I'm gonna pull out my shield,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna stand next to Zed, and then well, are they kind of close to each other? Is
They're
Petui
the
and Lila close to each-
Petui and Lila are close to each other, but Zad is in the opposite side of them.
Okay, I'll stand next to Zad, and then I'll turn towards Darian. Well, if the beast starts to fall, I'll get Zad if you want to protect them.
Well, that's a good goal.
All right. So you two are readying actions to protect,
Dodge action.
possibly
I ready
pull.
the dodge action.
Yep. Just overall protection and attempt to remove them if necessary.
Yes.
Quiet.
Yep. All right. Fantastic. Smart moves. Smart moves indeed. All right. I will continue their trial, and it
Goodbye
should be done
forever.
soon. Goodbye forever.
Goodbye forever. Just
Who gave me a Snickers bar?
Don't worry about it. Bye.
Long story.
You can get plates, snacks.
Oh, it's already booted them.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Sad.
What'd I do?
Nothing yet. Let me deafen you. Boop. Done.
No.
Just put him in the other
Played
room.
me.
Wait, what? Boop. There we go. Wait, why is it not? I can still hear him.
I can't anymore.
That was weird.
I
All right.
could the first time.
I can still hear you too.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's fucking weird.
Just put him
All
in the
right.
other room.
Yeah, this is some witchcraft. You go in the other room. You fucking wizard. All right, Zad. This on you. Your sister currently behind you. You see that she is looking very frightened at the moment, and I believe I said this last time. You're unsure what she is frightened at.
Yeah.
That is all you get. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll just I don't know. This is odd.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I should stop, but I have no other action to take if I just stop doing it.
Right.
Like, everything else I've tried is a bad idea.
Mhm. Give me a charisma check.
Okay. Did my dice just disappear? Yes, yes it did. Right behind the dice tower. It's a 1.
It's a 1.
Straight up. I ain't lying.
That's spicy.
Yeah. So
I tried.
that-
Oh, it's Yeah,
I
no,
will-
that's a whole 1. Go
yeah,
ahead.
that's a whole 1. There's nothing you could. I'm willing to just. I don't know what, but figure it out, I guess. I will let go
Okay.
and back off.
How far?
How far can I back off?
Your sister's behind you. You can move 10 feet back, or as far as you
I
want
wanna-
in diagonal.
I want to make it clear that I'm trying to no longer be hostile.
Okay.
That's the point.
You can see your battlefield, right? Yeah.
Yes, just it's because I can't just like move her. That's I mean I could, but you know what I'm saying.
Hmm. Okay, move yourself however much you wish.
Alright, and I guess I'm gonna tell her to back away too. Oh my god, I've got a bad angle and I don't even know where I started now.
Start right next to it. Yeah.
Right there's fine. No it's not. There it is.
She would have backed out with you. I'm going to make a check.
Okay.
You did roll a 1, so that's pretty
Yeah,
difficult.
that didn't help me and probably means that it thinks I'm still trying to kill it as I run away.
You sense this creature start to get weaker and weaker as before it would move forward with vigor and almost at a constant pace, trying to impose itself towards you. Patui,
Yes.
is there anything that you would like to do?
Actually, I was able to get all my spells back. So you said I get the sense that is it just Lila that's in range, or I get the sense that everything is within range?
You could make that assumption that it's not just with Lilas.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Zad.
Do I even need that? I don't remember how much health I had.
I don't know. I just
Oh,
know
I
that I've
do.
seen people fighting.
You got 18
Okay, I do.
that says here.
Yeah, that'd be right. That's why I was coming over here to look.
Alright. Roll me some cure wounds.
Let's see what it is. Oh, yes!
Oh,
8
nice.
plus 3, 12. Do I add proficiency to that? No, I don't.
8
8
plus
plus
3.
3, 11.
Yeah, it's not 12.
Oh, 11, sorry.
Yeah,
Miscounted. Do I add
close enough.
proficiency bonus to those, or no? I don't know.
I don't believe you add your proficiency bonus to your cure wounds, no.
Just your
So then, yeah,
modifier.
11.
Alright, you get
11.
11 points of healing.
And then as a bonus action... Anyway, as a bonus action, I like to cast Healing Word!
You can't cast 2 level spells on the
Oh,
same
Same turn.
turn. Yep. It's
Okay,
gotta be
well,
a
that-
level spell and a
it's-
cantrip.
If that's the
And-
case, I would like to use Druidcraft in front of the little tentacle sucky thing and make it smell.
Which one?
And make a what,
The
sorry?
one I've seen you struggling with.
Oh, okay.
What are you what are you making in front of it?
I'm using Druidcraft to make it smell like flowers in front of.
Okay. So in this particular moment, as you start moving back, Zed, and you stop as you feel a hand behind you just stop you at the middle of your back and then move up to your shoulder, and you look back and you see a black and white version of Patui next to you as he pumps cure wounds onto you, and then you see him point his finger in front of the this creature, and the druid craft flutters up a bunch of petals from this this trunk here, this little tree trunk, onto the side, starts to sprouting a flower, and that flower gets split into multiple pieces and that starts to imbue the air with the smell of flowers. And it's in that moment that his image just vanishes from behind you.
Blip, blip.
Blip, blip. Just
I am your Jesus.
And you done made me think of a video game. Alright.
if you are backing up,
I backed away. I guess I'm gonna take the dodge action. Oh wait, no, that's a different turn. Never mind.
if you didn't take an action, you can take the dodge action.
Yeah. I never took an action. Just
Yeah, so
backed
you-
away a few feet.
So you can take a dodge action if you wish.
Yeah. Defensive but non-hostile.
Okay, that was a 15, so let me go for this.
You touch me one more time.
Ooh. Alright. Your ding ding dong.
I'll show you how the suck is done.
What is your
Whoa.
AC currently?
Say again, Dio.
What is your AC currently?
16. It wouldn't have changed.
16.
It's a spell. You gave the paranoid wizard. You gave the wizard paranoia issues. Constant.
I rolled really high. That's an 18.
Alright. I get stabbed.
Yep, as you move away, it does whip out at you, and it is going to deal.
Wait, wouldn't it be a disadvantage?
I did. I rolled a 13, a natural 13, and an 18.
Okay.
That is.
For
2
everyone
points
at
of-
home
oh.
that's watching for your future games, if you pay close attention to wording, he just told me this creature has a +5 to its attack.
Yep, yes I did. That is 2 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 points of fire damage.
Alright, I take a 4.
Food.
I don't have resistances. I'm not, like, crazy.
I gotta split them up anyways. Hey, at some point it will. Gotta be careful.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna become an abjuration wizard out of nowhere. And it's totally gonna have to do with bludgeoning and fire damage with my poison specialist.
Okay. Move it up here. You see that it's now moving more sluggish.
So it's willing to strike, but it's not doing well at it.
Yeah. That is a
Well, it
12.
is. You know what I mean.
Sister would be considered to be helpless currently, so. Alright.
Well, that sucks.
Oof. You take 5 more points of bludgeoning and fire damage.
Yeah.
Just 5 altogether.
Mhm.
As you see it hit your sister and start to wrap itself around her. Alright, I think that is it for it.
And that means I go.
Yep. I boop you. Alright. Both of you. Tui, what do you want to do with
Oh, me?
Yeah, what do you want to do with the Vermilion bird?
Okay, hold on. I have something for this. I had to look up. Oh shit! Oh, fuck. Oh, shit! Sorry, my finger fell on my lap.
You good, homie?
Yes, I'm good.
Alright.
Okay. I am going to okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to try to yell to Lila.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fight, give in.
I did not understand what you just said.
You said
I'm
don't.
yelling to Lila.
Yep.
Don't fight, give in. Face your fears. That's all. That's what Stewie thinks is going on, and that's all he's going to do.
Are you going to do anything with the familiar?
Yes, I'm gonna fly around where it popped out, try to get Lila's attention to come towards the shimmering line light thing. I don't know.
Okay, so what you see, Lila, is the bird that currently can't fly. So it has just plopped down on the ground and it's walking towards you, and you see it spread its wings up, and you see in between its feathers a shimmering image of Patui, black and white, that is attempting to reach out to you. What do you do?
You said that my home is like slowly starting to rebuild itself around me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll just smile. Side-eye this ugly ass motherfucker. It's like, I already am.
Okay. So what are your actions?
It is my turn now, isn't it?
Yep. Bird is right there.
Oh, I'm sorry, DM. I would actually like to cast something. I thought about that. Sorry.
What did you want to cast?
Because I forgot I could technically ask something. I am going to cast a long stride on Lila.
Okay, what does that do again?
You touch a creature, the target's speed increases by 10 feet until the spell ends. And it's an hour-long spell.
Oh, very nice. Alright. You got an extra 10 feet.
Oh, faster.
Yeah. So the way that this would look like, it would be, firstly, it would feel like it was cast through the familiar. So as the bird walks towards you and you see its wings spread out, you see the image of Patui reach out through its feathers and touch you as he casts Long Strider on you, and then revert back in.
Okay. My brain is going a mile a minute thinking of new plans, new strategies.
Good.
You honestly kind of cursed me by sending. Oh, I definitely couldn't hear you, by the way. That was a random thing that I threw out there, and you actually believed me.
What was?
When I was like, "Oh, I can hear you too," after you deafened me.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
It was very distracting over there. Fucking Rev was going and getting beer from the rave next door. It was a little hard to focus. Okay. So as I exerted my power influence over this place, it was getting better. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This we're getting silly. This one's less of a power move. Well, it's actually definitely still a power move.
Okay.
I've got a new plan, and it's funny. I'm gonna get Solara on my hand. Where are my notes here? Sorry, this one just came to my mind, and I think it's funny.
Mm-hmm. Give me.
I'm gonna gesture my hand with Solara towards the big ass, kind of slightly distorted, probably still broken dining table,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to say, there's no need to worry, Lord Orwin, Lady Anya. Why not just sit down for dinner with your daughter? He's unwelcome. We don't need to worry about him. And I'm now moving forward with the just, if I can get out of my house, you have no power here mentality.
You have no power. Yeah. Okay.
And I just want to lead my parents over to the table. If they will follow. Let's go. Sit down for a lovely, lovely meal.
Okay. Give me a charisma check.
Charisma check. All right. This is much more fun than last time. I'm less stressed now. I'm just seeing how I can fuck with this guy. The true bard mentality.
Well, you can
17.
again.
Sorry.
Sorry to him or sorry to me?
Him.
You
Patui?
got any ways to talk with them while Patui's blinking in and out around you?
Okay. You once again attempt to impose your will upon the surroundings, and you do see the table that was already mending starts to do so more rapidly, and your parents, still in a very frightful stance, they continue on forward. They don't seem as confident as you are, but the table does get completely rebuilt. Is there anything else you'd like to do before I move on?
Yeah, actually. I don't know if it will do anything to help. But I wanted to, seeing this, I will, offer my mother a smile. I'll say, it's okay to be afraid of him, but we don't have to let him rule his life in his little temper tantrum. Rule our lives in his little temper tantrum. I would like to give her one of my bardic inspiration.
Okay. Got it.
Sometimes we just gotta experiment.
Let me do something real quick. All right. So, as you do this and you walk forward and you talk to your mother and attempt to calm her down, you look at the side of the table and you see him, and you, at this point, with the amount of confidence that you're imposing onto him, you'd expect a bit more of strength from your words, from your will. You see him get up onto his feet, look at you, and that crazed smile that was on his face before vanishes completely. And he looks just serious, and sometimes you're not even sure whether he's looking at you completely. Almost as if he's looking straight through you. Then he starts slowly walking towards you. I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Oh. Natural 20.
What?
For a fat total of 19.
How do these things even fucking happen? I rolled a natural 1.
Clown. Oh, he trips and cracks his head on the table. Oh no!
The worst outcome and the best outcome.
He walks towards you and you see his image completely phase through the table. And he just continues walking. As he attempts to grapple you with his hand and grip onto your neck, you see his hand completely phase through you. Give me a charisma check.
Charisma check.
While he's doing that, Jay, is my side of the table missing, or am I just not able to see it?
It's still there for
It
me.
did get dark, but it's still there. Right.
That might just be a me thing.
What?
I don't know what to say.
My man! Hold on!
Sorry, I do know what to say. Poggers!
Check, please!
25.
You... You see that he attempts to pierce you with his sword. Almost as if a desperate attempt at breaking your will in this moment. And it just goes straight through you. And you brace for the pain to hit, and it never does. The sword just turns into smoke as it comes into contact with you. His face doesn't seem shocked, as you'd expect. It's almost as if he's further filled with determination. He turns the blade to himself and pierces his own sternum with the sword. still looking at you straight through your eyes. Gives me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. So many rolls happen.
This is some good stuff.
Fucking Minecraft music in the background or something. 15.
Good. Good. In his eyes, you see a slight glimpse of pain that you aren't even sure whether it's this entity's pain or the one that is bound here to finish this trial with you. And you see his form shift for a second, his wings gone, the sword's no longer there, and you see chains around his arms. He's in cuffs. They're broken, laying on the ground. He's similar to the person that you saw before, but now slightly more ragged, less robust, and with a smaller presence. And he looks at you, and you do see a tear streak down his face as he continues to drive the sword further into his chest, and then pull it out all at once, and a gout of blood sprays onto you, but even that just turns into shadow as soon as it comes into contact with you. And then, once again, you see that smile. Just one side of his face, and the other side sorrowful, as his image slowly starts to dissipate.
I'd like to say one thing as he starts fading.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just kind of look specifically into the side of his face that's sorrowful, into that very real expression.
Mhm.
And I'll just say, we're at odds. There's always another resolution. I'm open to talk. But leave, please.
What you hear back from him, at first it's just a sorrowful wail that doesn't even seem to come from the same person that you were talking to before. The voice is not the same. And then you hear piercing through that more powerful and imposing presence. I will find you. And he turns into shadow. You feel a hand on your shoulder, and then a second one, as you see your parents around you. They don't say anything. They just look at you. You're unsure what their eyes tell you. You're unsure what they're currently feeling. But at least for the moment being, relief seems to be the only thing in their minds.
We'll talk soon. I promise.
A tear rolls down your mother's face. Your father looks at you, prideful. And they also dissipate into shadow. You see this as well, Patui.
Okay.
As all of this starts to come to an end, you look to your left and you see where he was before. On the wall, that the only thing left is that crack on the wall. Crack in reality itself seems to be posing itself into your room and into this dimension that is you have now claimed as your own. And you see Patui on the other side.
Oh, this is awkward.
He's in the same area that I'm in?
No, he sees you through the portal.
Oh, that's wicked. Do I see him see me?
Yeah.
I actually said that, by the way. Well, this is awkward.
In character, I'm gonna put a big grin on my face and wave at you.
Wait back. So that's the only crack left.
Yes.
My parents already turned to shadow, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Just head on up to the wall.
You see the portal through, and you can sense that your will will no longer be imposing the moment you pass through it. But looking back, you do see that it's done. You've done your part.
Whoops.
Good old 360.
You know, I almost want to stay. Without Garros being a raging asshole, it's not such a bad place. I miss it.
You start hearing your music being played, and you sense it coming from the top of the stairs, all the way in the back. And for a split second, you think that you saw her, your old mentor, at the top of the stairs, playing her instrument. And she stops and looks at you. It's a smile.
A smile. But I'll see the real thing soon enough. I still have growing to do. Things to do. But I suspect our path will lead me home. And then maybe elsewhere. So I'll say goodbye for now. Just step through.
As soon as you step through, Patui, you sense the same feeling that you got when you first got here. That connection that once was there, and now occupied by something else, suddenly flooding back in. And you feel bits here and there of your memory coming back. Small details. Specifically ones that are to do with Lala in this moment. All of the things that you've been through since you've met. It's in this moment that you remember pretty much everything to do with the journey so far. Most of it seems to be very centered around you and Lala, but on the edges of your vision, you see all the rest. You see the others, the things you've been through with them as well. almost as if she's the catalyst to helping you remember those memories that you lost.
I think I'm just gonna be stunned here, focused on the memories back. And I'm going to summon familiar concentration now. Okay, so I don't have any concentration spells going on right now. I'm going to concentrate on the memories and just take one.
Alright. Give me a charisma check with advantage.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Am I remembering Patui better and better as well?
yes.
Okay.
This is all mutual, both of you. And it is in this moment that you also notice the entirety of the dimension that you have just entered in, and you see the only one left, Zed, currently fighting this entity and protecting a girl that looks a lot like himself.
You said with advantage or
Yeah.
with the disadvantage?
With advantage.
Dirty 20.
Is there any particular memory you'd like to remember?
Main. Trying to think here how to do this. The bonding that Lila and I went through, when we touched roots.
Yeah.
But remembering that, trying to remember that deep connection that kind of like our fates are tied together type memory. Want back.
And it does. All of it. The meaning behind it, the intentions behind it, and everything that came from it. The understanding of what it is that you did, and what it is, the consequences there are for it.
Alright.
I'm going to pull that in.
I'm gonna look at Lila and I'm gonna say, oh wait, no, was Lila here with me? Or no, I just see Lila.
I stepped
Go
through.
on. You step through.
Oh, you stepped up with me. I'm just gonna, with a small smile on my face, it's good to have you back.
I think the emotions are starting to catch up to me.
Mhm.
Like the moment I step out of a place of comfort,
Yeah.
I just offer you a quickly wavering and leaky-eyed smile. As I realize I've just walked away from my home again. Good old depression, so forth. Like, oh, I'm the worst.
Without knowing the exact pain, I'm gonna look Lila back and see the weak smile from tears. And I'm just gonna reach my arms out and a hug, offering a hug.
I'll take the hug.
Alright. You do so in this strange place that you both found yourselves in. You embrace each other in a hug. And Dewey, as you do so, you weren't expecting it. But Lila just completely dissipates, just like her parents and her adversary.
Maybe the real Lila was the friends we made along the way.
After a second of embracing each other, she just vanishes in thin air. And you find yourself alone in this area. You still feel the connection. And now you see Zed still fighting his own trial. And Lila. I will come to you later.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Give someone else a turn. We've been here like half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yep. Pull in Zed. You know.
Personality. Oh, I'm out.
Yep,
Fuck.
hi. What happened to Kulu? Do you know? I see that he's not in the VC anymore.
I don't remember now. He said he had to do something,
Alright.
and now I don't remember. I believe Vile was actually talking to him at the time. I had somebody talking in my ear outside of the call.
Alright, I'll ask Val then when I pull him back in. Alright,
Oh,
let me put this back on.
alright, you trying to put me to sleep now?
Now,
This man's trying to IRL put me to sleep with this lullaby music.
one more time. Anything
more
you have
time.
to do.
Break the hold on my sister?
Okay.
The things, I guess? Since
Right.
they actually work?
Give me a strength check.
Or, hold on. Actually, can I use my telekinesis to push her out of its grasp? And if that works, then get in between them.
I would say you can use telekinesis simultaneously to give yourself advantage on your strength check.
Okay, I will happily accept that.
Alright.
Why is my dice being funky? Please stop. It's the angle I'm looking at it. Two. Where'd the die? Ah, damn it.
There you go.
You know what? I'm gonna try the R method. And it's a 1. You know what? This dice. Where's the dice gel? Is there a dice gel, DM? This thing definitely deserves it. That's the second one tonight.
Do you want a dice deal or a dice delete?
Whatever. Dice gel. It needs to be punished specifically.
Alright.
It needs time to understand its sins before it's deleted from its existence.
I will find one for you.
Not right now.
Yep.
But definitely going to be changing out dice upon next roll.
Okay, so
Second one tonight.
hey, I feel you. I've rolled like 3 ones at this point.
Give me a. Why is it? There it goes.
So you attempt to break the grapple.
A 1 with when I had advantage.
Yep. Give me a charisma check.
Yeah,
With
with a new
advantage.
die. Look at that.
Yeah, with a new die.
With a new die.
All new.
Of course, I'm gonna drop it behind the dice tower. That's a 15 on the die. Already better. Look at that.
Oh,
And a
nice.
19 on the die, so that's a +3 or something. +2. So
Let's do
21.
this too. Alright. 21 is pretty good. You attempt to forcefully ungrapple your sister from this creature, but it doesn't seem to be working. You're pushing and pushing, stronger and stronger, and it doesn't work. And then you feel your presence within this area. You feel the surrounding area shift slightly. As to what you remember it being, it wasn't torn and destroyed in the way that it is. And you feel the surroundings starts to revert back. You feel the flames start to slowly dim and go away and go out, and the broken pieces of wood all around and the dock onto the side starts to rebuild itself slowly.
Wood.
Weren't necessarily able to ungrapple her necessarily, but you feel your strength being further than just the physical one, and your will being posed onto the this pseudo dimension that you've been put in.
Green Lantern's light. Sorry. I am a huge nerd.
Hmm.
Is there something else you're wanting me to do? That's all my actions.
Alright, let me... Is there anything you'd like to say?
Stop. No, not my sister.
Okay, that works. Yeah, that's I guess can take that. Yep. Oh,
I'm sure he said it with much more fervor than I did.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Anime type of fervor. Oof.
or
In
whatever it
this,
is.
this entity
Tom.
attempts to grapple you as well
Something.
and have both of you in its embrace, but it is now attempting to fight against the tendrils that are coming out of your back, and it just doesn't seem to find purchase. You see that its own tendrils are starting to go. I said sluggish last time, and they're starting to go limp further and further, like dragging itself around a bit more.
Doesn't watch
Quit
shave
it,
no more.
you fucking child.
You're the one who keeps making.
Limp is a word.
Innocuous
It's not my
statements.
problem. It's a word that exists. Excuse you. Patui, is there anything you'd like to do?
No, I'm just gonna let that continue happening.
Ah,
Sorry?
he likes watching it
He's
go
not-
limp.
I'm just gonna let it continue happening.
So you're just gonna watch?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright.
I mean, where is the thing?
Potter's emote. Alright.
He does. It would not surprise me to know that Patui, if it existed in this realm, would watch tentacle porn. So yeah, yeah, this makes sense.
Alright, yeah. That definitely okay. Canon, I
It
guess.
definitely checks out right there.
Oh, there's Kulu, right in time.
Oh, there's a cool.
I'll boop you all the way up there,
Yeah.
and you'll be
I'll
right
move.
back.
Huh?
Alright. Let me throw that from you. Okay. Oh, there's Mason. Kulu, back right in time, I see.
Yeah, start Discord.
So, now, let me, all three of you, Darian and Vile, as to what has happened currently, you see, Patui's visage is the same thing with Zad, but Lila seems to have come back.
Seems
Now-
to or has.
That's the question.
Yes.
So, as you two are concentrating on just being ready for whatever happens, you see Lila start to twitch and falter as the weight of all of this starts to become too much, and then she comes back. As to what you expect happened to the both of you, but for a split second, as soon as her hand disconnects from the brazier, you see large draconic wings sprout from her back. Large shadowy wings, as you hear this loud roar that comes from deep within her. Her features, she seems to take up a larger frame for a second, and then she crumbles onto her knees. And she is, I wouldn't say the word is convulsing, but she seems to be in an immense amount of pain.
I would like to see if she's bleeding or hurt in any way.
Give me a medicine check.
Oh, I missed.
You what?
He missed.
You missed your medicine check.
Sorry.
Too much worry.
Yeah, you're currently more panicking as trying to see what it is that is going on with her birthday. There you go. As far as you can tell, she is on the ground. She is curled up in pain, and there's at times light whimpering, and then at other times she's screaming in pain.
I'm gonna call for Vile to come heal her. Get over here, save her now.
Hey, don't be afraid to put some emotion into it. I fucking yelled at Jay during my cutscene.
I
I'll
run
give you
over.
emotion when it's not 3 a.m. Okay?
Alright, I respect that.
I run over. I'll do the best I can, but I can't promise anything.
He's dead.
Kicks you in the face. All right. What do you do?
I mean, heal, right? Because that's the only.
Would you like to make a medicine check of
Heal
your
with
own?
my own hands.
I would actually, yeah. I would like to do a medicine check of my own before I do anything.
All right. Probably gonna do that for him. Yep.
Yeah. What's his medicine bonus on his character sheet over there?
That would be a +3.
3.
Let's go.
10.
You don't see
13.
any physical wounds on her. 13 or 10?
Yeah, it was 10.
10,
I added
okay.
+3.
Oh, plus
Wow.
30. Oh, okay, never mind.
You don't see any physical wounds in her, any specific gashes, or even any signs of blood, other than the. Actually, no, there would be no dried blood because she'd probably use prestidigitation to clean that off. So, pristine. You see no signs of blood or wounds onto her, just the profusely sweating and currently on the ground, at times screaming in pain, curled up in damn near fetal position.
You know, it's debatable whether or not this is better than last time. Last time I had a panic attack immediately after the trial, and now I'm having a seizure.
Wait, is she conscious or not?
Well, you can't do anything, Lila, currently.
Yeah.
So I would say no.
I'm gonna shoot a glare at Violet. I said, God damn it, I said fix her.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. I don't see anything. I just know that she's going through this. What do you want me to do? Everything you see, I see.
If you're a paladin, ask your god to save her.
Asking a lot, isn't it? Have you? Do you have any hit points? I guess taken from you, by any chance, Lila?
I don't have any physical wounds. That's what he told me. That's
I
what
mean,
he.
that's fair.
Mhm.
If I do lay of hands, it reads you have a pool of healing power that can restore 20 HP per long rest as an action. You can touch a creature to restore any number of HP remaining in the pool, or
Mhm.
5 HP to either cure a disease or neutralize a poison affecting the creature.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like she has a disease, and it's
With
not
a
like there's a
10, with a 10, you're unsure. You
Yeah,
don't know
and then it's not-
either way.
yeah, and then there's not showing any poison. So
Mhm.
I guess I'm like clarifying to Darian about this.
Acting 10 out of 10. Appreciate it.
Look, I'm not
Sorry.
actually do literal screams of pain. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I just wanted him so he can hear it, you know? So yeah, there's nothing really I can do. It's not like she has a disease, and she's not suffering from poison. So, and then I'll do lay of hands. Screw it.
Wait,
There you go.
Cool.
Nice toss, Jay.
she's
Thank you.
she's becoming part dragon. Lila, eat the Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry.
Fuck's sake. You're casting lay on hands, yes?
Yeah, we'll do for like yeah.
Alright. Give me the lay on hands that you're using.
The amount.
Yeah. How much are you pumping in?
Let's do 10 on the safe side. And then I have my Beyond app open, so I can also roll from this.
Okay. So you do receive those hit points, Lila, so you can mark those up. 10.
Epic.
You don't see any physical change. You do see her sweating starts to slow down a bit, and it's not the same as it was before. Give you an affinity bag of Snickers. But there doesn't seem to be any other indications of this getting any better. She still seems to be in pain.
I did what I can.
Do I still see the dragon wings?
No, that was only as soon as she disconnected, and then she reverted back and just cradled down.
I'm gonna check the burning wound that she had before.
This man's a thinker.
Wait, what is he doing? What are you doing?
He's checking the burning wound that she has on her shoulder.
Okay.
Actually, you're a bit too tall for some reason. There we go.
Hold that a lot, man.
You look for that. I'm not gonna make you roll for an investigation check because you already know where it is. You turn her to her side as she's currently cradled down on the ground, and you see the mark on her shoulder is burning brighter than it ever had before. You're almost afraid of actually touching it, as you can feel the heat emanating from it on your face, and you're relatively far away from it. At first you thought the heat was coming from the brazier. It is not.
I'm gonna ask Val, do you think we should move her from the fire?
Well, the sweat has gone down, but everything's kind of falling apart, so it'd be very difficult to place her anywhere safe. And we still have to wait for that one to come back, and that one as well. I point at Zad and Batui when I say that.
I thought Lila and Patui were linked.
Yeah,
How-
but
how
he
did they
seems to
become
still
unlinked?
be. I'm not sure, but he seems to still be stuck in. So, for now, I think it's best we move her away.
Pull her towards this way.
All right.
I can't
Go on.
think it. This one.
Okay, and then put me. I can't really see, but I'm assuming they're still on opposite sides. Can you
Yeah.
put me in the in between of them, and
Yep.
then that way, if I'll still have my shield out, and then just in case if anything falls or tries to hit them again, I can run to either one side and
Okay.
like hopefully block it in time.
Darian, give me a dexterity saving throw. There we go.
All right.
Seven.
7. As you start to move back, you do see that the surroundings are starting to get more and more chaotic. You see above you on the ceiling pieces of rock from the ceiling starts to fall down upon you. If you wish, you can take the full brunt of it, and you can try to defend Lila from the debris.
That is what I would do. Yes.
All right.
What was the other option?
Toss her
Take
at the
half
rock
damage.
to deflect it, probably.
Hey, because I'm tipped over, you can see I put her name on the bottom of her mini. Let's go.
How much am I thinking? Sorry.
Let me. That is. There we go. That is a total of. Oh, I rolled really well. 11 points of bludgeoning damage as it falls down on top of you, and you use your shield to cover Lila completely and just leave yourself exposed to the debris that is falling. And it is this moment I will go back and attempt to finish the others.
I'm gonna try to bandage Lila's arm before you go.
Alright, you can make me a medicine check. Again.
I believe in you?
21.
Apparently. Okay.
21?
Let me roll something real quick. Okay. You start bandaging her arm, and oh shit. Not that. Shit. 4. You take 4. Half of that. You take 2 points of fire damage as you're bandaging around her arm, and you feel the heat from the symbol burning hotter and hotter. But you do manage to bandage through. You sense, you can smell the bandages being burnt through, but you keep on wrapping around, and then just leave it for a second, and it seems to be holding off for now. You're unsure if it's going to hold forever. And I'll go through the others, and I'll be right back.
You mean will be right back?
Unless. Alright.
Where am I at? Alright.
Yep. Zad and Patui.
Yes.
Si, senor.
You still have your familiar, and you can move it however you wish it to.
I'm gonna move it into Zad's work.
Okay.
You're gonna move it where?
And
Into your world.
Oh.
you see that Lila's starts to crumble down in and of itself, and
Let's go.
the only thing that is left is the bird, just left floating in the middle, and you just push it through this illusion that you can see Zad through, and it is now there. What would you like to do?
Can you switch me teams so I can see?
Oh yeah. Let me.
Let's go.
What was that? There we go. Let's go. Like a send for the biddies. Alright. What would you like to do, Patui?
Dewey? Sir,
Yeah?
Let's go.
what would you like to do?
Let me see what I got. I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Sorry?
I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make flower smells with my druid craft pop up again.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna use Healing Word, expending my last first level spell slot.
Alright.
Her?
Zad, you.
Wait,
again-
yeah, Healing Word, yeah.
Yep, alright. Roll that for him.
Me or?
He's gonna roll for you.
Okay. It's like a D4 plus his wisdom or some shit.
Oh, nice.
Fuck yeah! 4 plus 3.
Yep. It's a total 7 points of healing. You can take that.
It's all coming up.
Now, Zad.
I'm going to continue to attempt to force my will and forcefully remove this thing from the visage of my sister.
Give me.
You won't do it this time, bitch!
I'll give you a charisma check with advantage on that one.
Alright, let's see what happens. Ah! The angle is always wrong, it seems. And it falls off the back.
Nice.
18. Seven. So 18 plus 3. No. Plus 2. 20.
30-20. Alright. Let me roll real quick.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so once again you attempt to impose your will onto this creature, and now you see it start to diminish. Its form becomes smaller and smaller as you see the sands around you start to coalesce themselves and cover up the thrown debris all around you, almost as if they were never there in the first place. All the fire around goes out as you feel the strength build up inside of you. You feel that you can claim this place as your own. And now that it has diminished itself, it no longer has the ability to grapple. And so your sister is free.
I'm going to. Did I use my bonus action?
No.
Telekinetic push the creature away.
I would say that's another charisma check with advantage. Just for something else.
Okay. Alright, stop with the being weird dice. And total of 13 and yeah, 13.
13. All right.
Definitely taking the 13 on that advantage roll.
Is that a total?
Yes.
All right. You telekinetically push this creature
it's a-
away from you. Sorry?
Strength saving throw for the on its part.
Oh, I need to do that too. Yep, I'll do that.
And on a failure, I can push it 5 feet.
What is your save DC?
8 plus 2. 15.
That is a 14, I believe.
Creature can willfully fail it. But I don't think this creature's gonna willfully.
That was the point of the charisma saving throw. The charisma check, I mean. You shove this creature backwards, and what you'd assume would be further terrain, as you can see all of the area around you and further away, it just seems to hit a barrier right here. And as it does, you see its shadowy figure starts to dissipate further.
Alright.
I'm just gonna keep going back and forth as there's no one else. What would you like to do?
I mean, right now my only goal is to make sure this thing cannot continue to do harm.
Mhm.
With that in mind, and I'm gonna purposely try to telekinetic push it against the barrier as hard as I can with my thing.
Okay. Very good.
And then I'm gonna slap it with my long slimy tentacle.
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, well, it's an interesting way of putting it. Okay.
You gave it to me, DM. You did this. You did this. Keep in mind, you gave me this.
You once again push this entity, and now you're just angrily shoving it against what seems to be this invisible barrier around this area, and just pushing and pushing, and you whip around with the tendril and just pierce it straight through its middle section, and you feel the shadows around it starts to coalesce around you, but they can't seem to get all the way towards you. Your will is imposing against it as it just keeps shoving it away again and again and again and again. And Patui, anything you'd like to impose with?
Say that one more time.
Anything you'd like to impose with? Or help with?
Yeah, would you like to help with the tentacling?
And your bird.
Yes, I would. I'm gonna tell you exactly what we're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wave my hands and I'm gonna wave my hands in the air like a moon shape, right?
Yeah.
Snap my finger and point down on this creature thing, and I'm gonna cast Moonbeam.
Fantastic. Alright.
5 feet. Alright. Does that hit me? Please
No.
tell me it doesn't.
I did it on the creature.
Yeah, it does not.
Okay,
It's a 1 5 feet cube. Oh, that's a 2 on
Save
the
the
saving
meat.
throw.
Remember, DM, that doesn't mean it takes damage now. That's after
Yeah.
it starts its.
And it's next turn.
I think it's. Yeah.
Yeah. When it gets its turn, which would be now, so roll the damage.
2,
Okay.
3d6.
2d10.
Oh. Save the meat. Patui, remember, save the meat. Oh, he doesn't remember. I feel bad now.
Ooh, that's a 10. Okay.
Well,
12 points of damage. Very good.
radiant damage.
Uh,
Oh, wait, you made the Constitution check. Sorry.
I
Or
did.
Constitution save.
That was a 2.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 2 on the die, so
You're 2.
not very good. So as you are slamming this creature against this invisible barrier, you see a little bit of light coming from above as you see that flash and a beam of moonlight slam down onto the ground right in front of you, which at first frightens you as you feel the presence of the moon creeping in closer and closer. But you are concentrated on this creature and not taking your eyes off of it. So I will not give you any disadvantages from that. And you keep pushing and pushing and pushing until it's just a bunch of spattered shade onto the ground that slowly dissipates with the radiant moonshine around it. Let me...
Yeah, fuck this thing.
It slowly dissipates as you feel yourself come to
Ba-doo.
a stronger sense of yourself.
Does that include the Doc Ock appendages?
Yes.
Okay. That's... Alright.
You see now your sister looking at you, still frightened. She is unsure. She's unsure as to the means, how this came to be, and what she can do to help. And she's just looking at you. No words are spoken.
Can
so
I
far.
cast invisible on them?
On the arms?
Yes.
You know what? I would say so.
I would like to do that.
I'll give that one to you. You cast invisibility onto them, and they vanish. Now, even though you know they're there, and so does she, at least it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, that's something I don't want to just be appearing around in the first place. So for now, until I can figure out how to do other things, I like that idea.
Mm.
With other reaction, can I cancel my spell out?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cancel my spell out.
In this moment, you're looking at your sister, you see with the side of your eye, your periphery, the radiant moonshine slowly dissipate away. And you see a smile creep up on her face. She looks at you. You're unsure whether it's content or sorrowful. It's difficult to tell. She was always very hard to read.
I mean,
She
to be
approaches you.
fair,
Hmm.
literally children.
She gets closer to you, and you see that this version of her, she is not the child that you remembered. Almost as if your image of her has been maturing alongside your image of yourself. This is what you'd imagine her to look like when she grew up.
Which is my first clue that this isn't wholly outside of my head.
Yeah. You would say
Yeah.
this is very much.
The fact that
Closer
she
to
was an
reality.
adult at all. Yeah.
She starts walking towards you and reaches out to touch your face. Her hand. And you see that she's trying very hard to look at you, but her eyes tend to wander towards the invisible things as she knows they're there. She's trying very hard to ignore them.
Yeah.
You hear her say, "What has happened to you, brother?"
I've added a lot of things to a list of research.
I guess you could say that. But
I have no answers to questions like that right now.
do you at least
Only-
know the cost?
As long as the cost includes reversing what should have never happened.
How do you know it should have never happened?
Doesn't matter.
Maybe it's time to move on, brother. I know you're stubborn that way. And this might not change anything for you. But I'd still like to hope. I have faith in you. I know you'd do the right thing for yourself. You've always done right by me. None of this is your fault. You can rest. And so can I. But your ambitions... I wouldn't want to take that away from you either. To a certain extent, they define you. And if I can't have you all, then I'd rather not have you at all.
At the same time, you wouldn't have me at all anyway. What am I gonna do? Cure a cursed genetic madness?
Every time that I think about that, it burdens me as to how unfair it is. It was. And it will always be. I was just born this way. There's nothing that I can do to repair it for you.
I'm actually unsure of what you said just then. Like, I wasn't able to hear.
I am unsure as to how I could repair it for you. So, just like you were, I was born this way. And that's not fair. I wish I could take that back.
Well, rather than dwell on that, I've decided to do something better with my life, like bring someone who doesn't have such an issue back.
But is it that much of an issue in the first place? I've always thought
to be rather charming. Made you who you are, and I wouldn't want you any other way. I just want you to be accepting of yourself. I'm sorry. I know I have no reason to be, but I feel like someone needed to say it. Because you deserve to hear it. Just hold on, brother. I'm never too far.
Never were.
Never will be.
She starts looking around the space that she has found herself in, almost as if taking it in for the first time. Not fully understanding it, but also understanding it in a deeper level than you do at the same time. Awestruck, but filled with the knowledge of what this place is. And she looks back at you.
Yes. This is where you are. It's very fitting for you. State that your mind is in. Love. Anger. War. And peace. All of this is I guess impressive. You're impressive. Just don't like the chaos consume you. Experiment, sure. Don't become it. I know you do great things. I know that because me and you are one and the same. And honestly, I'm quite amazing, so. I know so will you be. Take your time. I was stripped away from mine. Doesn't mean that you have to.
To be honest, I'm having a hard time hearing you this entire time. I don't know if I'm out of character. Like, I honestly don't know what it is. It's just like it keeps going lower and then higher and then lower. You know what I'm saying?
Let me.
How is this?
I'm not sure. And I've got you turned all the way up on Discord.
Firstly, she said,
I know you will go on to do great things.
Okay.
And I know that because you and I are one and the same. And I am quite amazing, so I know so will you be. You have time like it. I have been stripped away from mine, but I'm okay with it. Doesn't mean that you need to strip yourself away from yours. I know you'll figure it out, and I'll be here when you do.
All right.
She just sits silently, looking at you, smiling. Her eyes still wandering now and again at the invisible things that skulk about, but
Yeah.
content.
Well, I'm guessing that I can't just sit here.
You feel the surrounding area to start to fade at the edges of your vision. You're unsure how much time you have left in this lane.
Strange dreamscape.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cherish the memory, whether I know it's real or not. I will continue to work on bringing you back.
I would say that the memories that are the most worth keeping are those that you choose to believe are true, not those that you know factually there are. Have faith. As much faith as I have in you. Goodbye, brother.
And with that, her image starts to fade as she moves closer towards you and embraces you in a hug, and then dissipate into shadows.
Shadow realm.
And the surrounding area starts crumbling in on itself, and you're not afraid of the surroundings. You're not afraid of being sucked into the void. You feel at peace with yourself. That war inside of you, still waging, but ever so slightly closer to being done. And if it is a single step in 100,000 miles journey, step is a step, and you took it. And so, in here, seemingly by yourself, you look behind you and you see Batui and hit this black and white form of himself start to dissipate. Do you do anything, Batui? Just a last send off? Squiggles?
Say that again, sorry.
Do you do anything? He sees you as he starts to dissipate himself. Just say anything or do anything.
I'm going to quickly grab his notebook papers out of my pouch, and I'm going to hold them up next to my face and smile.
Interesting.
Wu-Tang.
That is the last thing that you see, and as you come back to and you see
Snap back to reality.
Yep. Oh, there goes gravity. And
Oh, there goes Rabbit.
you look around and you see Vile and Darian. All
As
are
the
at
crew?
your back. Yeah, and Lila is currently on the ground. She seems to be writhing in pain, and you don't know why. And you see the image of Patui also, in the same way that you saw it when you've last dissipated, faded away from that dimension. You see black and white, ghostly visage of Patui still stuck to the brazier. And now, lastly, Patui. You feel
Yes.
all of this come to an end. Almost as if this plane of existence is powering down by itself. An ending. You sense the strength that you had to impose yourself upon others. Planes of existence start to fade. And the only thing that you sense is back in your own. Your wife and your daughter. Waiting for you.
Alright, so it's on me now.
You feel like you've done your part as well. Your trial completely hijacked. But in a sense, perhaps your trial wasn't to help those that you already know are safe, but perhaps help others that you have chosen to take care of in the past few weeks, not months.
And it feels like it's been years.
Yeah.
At least a year. Feels like it's been at least a year.
It does. You sense a hand onto your waist, behind you, and then another hand, smaller, grab onto your hand.
Wait.
You see them close next to you.
Who's touching who?
His wife and his daughter.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna put my hands on their hands and I'm gonna smile and say thank you.
You're
Now, Zad doesn't see this part.
no,
Okay.
don't worry about it.
Okay. You got me all confused.
Your wife turns to you.
I don't know what you've gotten yourself into. But I hope you know what you're doing. Please come back to us. Whenever you can. We miss you.
I'm gonna just smile and I guess funny.
Smile and what, sorry?
I'm gonna smile and just look at them, look at my wife, I guess, and like, we're done here. I'll come back soon.
Good. We'll be waiting. Come back to show us the world, will you?
Of course. As I smile and I'm gonna lean to try to give her a kiss.
He leans in. And then she pulls back slowly.
I'll see you soon. My guardian.
And I grab my daughter's hand and I give her a kiss on her hand.
She hugs you.
And I look down to her and I say, I'll see you soon, Sprout.
She giggles and wipes her tears on the side of your robes. And with that, they also dissipate away. That thought lingering for a second as this place starts to cave in on itself. And your sense of place starts to get jumbled. And it is genuinely disconcerting and discombobulating. The revert back into reality. Back into Brazier room. Where you come back and you're instantly hit with the sounds of writhing pain and a certain level of muffled screaming as you look behind you and you see Lila on the ground, as Darian has cuts and bruises all around him. Actually, let me pull them all here. As you come back, Patui and Zad, you both see Vile has his shield on his hand, ready to do something. As you see the surrounding area starts to crumble, though you see that the walls are much more broken, and there's debris falling all over the place. And as soon as you come back, it all stops. The ground shaking diminishes. The walls maintain their pace and just hold fast. And you see Darian hunkering himself above Lila, that is now cradled onto the ground in a fetal position. And you see him with bruises and cuts all over the top of his body as he is currently brushing off pieces of rock and debris that has fallen on top of him as he protects Lila with his shield.
Okay. So, Jay, are they still there?
They are not.
Okay. So then, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, unless is the spell still in use?
You sense the
What's going on with
concentration in
that?
them, but you're unsure. It is very disconcerting and confusing to come back to this state of being, and now you're unsure whether it's the spell or whether they're truly gone. Is there anything that you guys would like to do before I go into what Lila sees?
We need to check on Lila. That's what I want to do next. I didn't really know how to react to that. Like, in an hour, is that something I'm just gonna have to find out?
Maybe.
Poor Zad. Like, is it an hour? That's what I was looking at. I think it's an hour. Yeah.
Right. So, if there's anything that you two would like to do, just say so, and then I'll get into what Lila sees.
Anybody? Anybody at all?
I'm gonna. Do I notice them moving towards me? I actually
Yes,
no. I'm pretty
they have.
concentrated on Lila. I'm 100% concentrated on Lila.
Okay.
I guess since I'm there,
Yeah, you do see both of them come back, Val.
I'll do a sigh of relief and I thought you guys were going to kill us all, get us all killed. You guys been in there for so long. All this rubble and everything that's falling could have killed us. What happened?
I guess I'm the to speak up on that.
I don't think you want to know.
We should.
I guess I'd be the best to speak up on that, but without telling everybody's secrets.
Mhm.
Seems like you all went through a great deal of emotional pain, and it seems like you're better for it now.
Sure.
Cut to Lila having a seizure on the ground.
Yeah, like I'm
I'm also gonna walk up to Lila and expend my second level spell slot and use Cure Wounds.
Well,
I-
she's with Darian. Darian is holding Lila.
he can still touch her and heal her.
We would have to walk over there.
He's standing next to her. Look.
L-
Oh,
Oh.
my thing's not up
Can't see.
anymore.
Yeah.
I can't
forgot.
see.
Wow,
forgot.
look with your eyes, he says.
Yeah.
Look with thine eyes, sir.
He's all look with your eyes, and then he's like covering my eyes with his hand. He's all look, look.
Look at all of it. Look over the world.
Okay, so you go over to her. And what are the actions that are being taken?
Well, I mean, I can't do much. This is
Cure Wounds at a second level spell slot.
this is y'all's territory.
Give me a medicine check, Batui.
I excel in this.
You're a medicine.
Wait, use my other avatar.
You're another avatar.
Would you like to help him with this?
Yes.
Alright, you get
One
advantage.
That's not holding a sword.
You get advantage, sir. No, you're totally just coming out of a great ordeal. That's your safety sword.
I get advantage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
okay.
coming out of a greater. You guys are coming out of that. What are you talking about?
It's your safety sword.
I just don't have one where I'm holding a shield. Is all.
Like that dude's blanket in Peanuts.
Which, by the way, I'm probably gonna buy tonight of me holding
19.
a shield.
19.
You're a shield.
I will say, you don't feel like Cure Wounds, the
Thanks.
spell specifically, will help in the situation. You don't see
You got a curse thing?
that she
Can I
is
pull out a good
physically
berry and
harmed.
give her a good berry?
Sorry?
Can I shove a good berry down her throat?
You can.
I'm gonna shove a good berry down her throat.
Alright.
DM,
Yes?
Would I
Not
understand?
literally, I'm gonna softly place it there and, get it down her throat.
Yep,
Help
yep.
it chew and.
Would
Okay.
I understand the types of magic he has available to be able to make a suggestion?
Give me an Arcana check.
Yes, sir.
Plus 7.
Come on. And no.
A 9. I mean,
Even with my pluses, that's a
you have spent
total
quite
of
a
9.
bit of time with him. I wouldn't say you have an extensive knowledge of it, but it is relatively high. You do know most of the things that he has shown so far, at least.
She doesn't appear physically injured. You could try curse removal.
Curse removal?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Sorry, hold on. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
I'm
assuming.
trying to not name any specific spells of any kind.
Well, I need to know what spell name is to see if I even have access.
I can't.
No, you can still. If you know the spell, you can mention it above game. Either way.
True. It'd be like you'd either need calm emotions, or if it's curse related, you could try something that removes curses, such as remove curse. Both of which druids should have access to. I just can't remember what level's which.
Yeah.
One of them I know should be low enough level for you to cast, but I don't remember which one.
Well, I don't have anything access at the moment, but DM, I would like to do detect magic
Okay.
on Lila.
We're all magical. Right
Okay.
here in our
You
hearts.
At least if there's something affecting her, I'd be able to tell what school of magic it's from.
Or something along those lines.
Alright. Here we go.
I don't wanna.
Rock!
Mhm. So, you cast Detect Magic. Yes?
Si, senor.
As you do, you see her image as you remembered during your bonding with her in the time that you do touch roots. You see that draconic visage that is very much not like her, all except for her eyes. And then you start hearing something in the background, and you can't quite pinpoint it as you're hearing the crackling of the flames of the brazier in the background, and then you start hearing something else. Slowly. Seems to be the sound of rain and hoofs. And you hear a wheel. You hear the sound of what seems to be a carriage. And you look up further down the hall as you see this ghostly carriage starts to make its way in your direction. And it's so strange at first that you don't even acknowledge it as a carriage, and then it just starts phasing through all of you. And you see that there seems to be a connection, almost like this long ethereal tendril that connects Lila to this carriage. Lila.
Mm-hmm.
You hear this too, as you now find yourself thrown unconscious. Your body's still convulsing, and you feel pain all over you, but primarily on your shoulder. And you sense this magic peering through and watching you. And you open your eyes for the first time, and you see light. A candle seems to be lit inside of a carriage. You feel the sway of it as the horses continue to move it forward, the slow bumps of rocks across the road. And it takes you a second to look around as you hear the pitter-patter of the rain in the background, and you smell wet earth all around you. The slowly flickering flame of the candle. You see a book laid atop of the table that sits in between, and then you hear shuffling. You see someone on the other side. You see the same entity that you saw before in your trial.
Mm-hmm.
Do I recognize this as well?
Just Lila. This is just her. You see this, and for a moment you feel safe because you feel like you're peering through someone else. And then you see their shuffling as they put their arms to the side. And he starts tapping his chin as he looks straight at you. with a confused but amused face.
So, you're finally awake. Ran into that Imperial ambush on the border, same as the rest of us.
In this image, he's a lot more pristine, I guess is the best way to describe it.
Alright.
He seems to have a more formal appearance to him. He is, make sure people can hear this. He seems to have a better grip on his mentality, on his sanity, I guess. And he looks at you, amused, and says, "Well, isn't this interesting? One who ran away. Hi." Delilah. What did you do? Did it feel good to give yourself to him? To completely give in to the feral nature of this entity? What was it for? Power? Anger? No. It was me, wasn't it? I thought it didn't work. I thought they had completely cut ties with you. And yet here you stand. How curious. Is it this what you wanted? Is it this what you sought after? I'm sure that after disappointing your parents, they would be very happy to know of this, wouldn't they? So weak for choosing to take that power. I guess it runs in the family. And how much you've grown since I last saw you. And so does the chimera within you. I wonder if you grow two heads, or if you will have to lose your own to grow more. You know, at first you were a failed experiment, but now I'm much more intrigued by you. How have you gotten this far with that in your head? What's that? You got nothing to say? It has been so long. anything, I deserve a high.
Am I physically capable of responding?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You were monologuing, so I assumed I couldn't. Like there was no pause in that monologue. Alright. Eros then. Hi. First of all, I take it you weren't actually in what I just experienced. And let's not call it anger. Let's call it experimentation, because people keep telling me I'm something and I don't know that. So thanks for your little experiment.
I am ashamed to say that I was not a part of whatever it is you're doing. Whatever got you here for this moment. That is impressive.
Well, you know, it's a shame. It ended with seeing a rather normal side of you. Less sadistic. It was nice. I thought maybe we could talk, and suddenly, here we are. Talking.
Fascinating. I'm sure whatever hallucination you've concocted for yourself have given you whatever the fuck it is that you want to know. I assure you, I have no intentions of just talking. Matter of fact, me and my sister cannot wait to meet you again. Well, it would be her first time, actually. And I've told her so much about you. She's thrilled.
I'm sure it will be lovely and wonderful, and I really, really want to know how I'm in this carriage. What the fuck is going on?
You feel the pain on your left shoulder get hotter as you see him grip onto his sword further, and you see the hilt of his sword turns pretty much white hot, and he doesn't even flinch. He just keeps looking at you as it gets harder and harder to ignore the pain. I am sure there's some sort of explanation for this. I may have some for you, but I'd rather divulge of such important information in person.
Naturally.
I'll be sure to give it all to you and lay it all down. I'm sure it'll be fun. So intriguing. Well, I'm done with this. I would like some peace and quiet, please. You can go now.
Gladly.
You see him take out his sword, just like a couple of inches, unsheath his sword, and you see the glint of it. As you hear him mutter some magical words and grip onto a medallion that he holds, that he has on his necklace. And all of a sudden, it all goes dark for a second. But before it all ends, you see a separate vision. You see a figure sitting on the ground. It seems to be you could only describe as a dungeon or a prison cell. You're unsure. They have chains attached to their wrists, and their head is down. You can't fully see who it is. You only see a pair of horns atop their heads, very similar to the ones you just saw. And you feel the pain of this entity. You feel a certain level of sorrowfulness, and you feel like they have given up, whoever they are. They don't look at you. They don't even acknowledge your presence. It is a split second, and you're gone once again. And now you find yourself here, surrounded by your allies. As they are looming over you, attempting to figure out what it is that is wrong. And you feel that pain that had always been there. Now it gets stronger for a second and then start to fade away. And you all see Lila come back, and Batui, the carriage, just continues to drive away until it completely dissipates into nothing, and that tendril, ghostly tendril that connects Lila to it, also disappears. And that is where we'll leave off this session. As she wakes up, and you'll
Stop.
be able to explain to each other whatever the fuck you wish to next time.
I don't want to explain what happened in mine. Not because I don't
Whatever
want to
you
tell
wish
people,
to.
but because it was creepy.
Yep, well, that also involves nothing. Any actions you'd like to lock in before we end the session? Something that you will definitely do next session. As soon as we start.
Probably talk to Lila.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure she's okay.
Yeah. I think we're all on the talk to Lila boat.
Okay.
I'm not gonna talk to him. I'm just gonna stare.
Well, yeah, but
Perfect.
Basically the same thing.
Alright.
just with less lip movement.
Yeah, less lip movement. Probably. Maybe like chime in every so often, maybe, but like, no, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
No
Interesting.
kicking doors this time.
Unless,
No doors around.
I mean,
Hey, don't
he
make me
did
make
need
one.
that door kicking that second time, and it worked. I kicked the door in the wrong way. It was fully.
Alright. I am going to finish up stream, and I'll be right
Real
back.
quick, before you do that,
Go on.
I don't have a real action to lock in, but I want you to know that there's like an alternate universe out there where the first thing Lila does when she comes to consciousness is look to Vile, who has his mask off, pull out Snuffles, and go, "You are just as ugly as I thought you were."
some alternate universe. I'm sure that is.
Hey, he's a baby face.
Alright. I'll be right back.
Baby face to save all because it's asses.
Alright. Whew. That was very emotionally charged, and yeah, thank you. Great music and effects. I appreciate it. I was scrambling for those ones. Let me stop the recording. Everyone that is watching on YouTube, I appreciate you coming. This was an interesting session, to say the least. Yeah, I hope you all have a great time. Totally wasn't crying. Me neither. Nope. I just. Yep. No. Leaking through my eyes. I appreciate everyone for coming. Please do subscribe if you wish to, if you enjoyed what you watched, and leave a like. All of those things. For everyone that is in chat currently, I do have the YouTube channel with all of the other sessions, and if you'd like to have more interaction towards the sessions, there's the Discord, and everything else would be in my socials. I try to be consistent, and by try I mean I haven't posted anything in any of the other socials other than YouTube for like a month or two, if not more. Damn it. But either way, I appreciate everyone for coming. Let me stop the recording. I'll do this.